Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed with creating your content marketing plan? I get it. I've been there. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips to creating a content marketing plan for your business. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Shawon, a brand and growth strategy coach. I help women entrepreneurs build a confident, connected brand to grow their businesses both on and offline. Here on the channel, that's exactly what I share. Branding and business tips to grow your business, as well as take you behind the scenes in my business as an entrepreneur. All right, let's dive right into today's video. So first things first, why even bother creating content? The first reason why bother creating content is because content will serve your audience 24 hours. That means even when you're sleeping, you're eating dinner, you're working with a client, the content that you've created will continue to serve and speak to your audience when you are not presently there. The content that you've created will allow you to have a 24-hour conversation with your audience. And speaking of your ideal clients, your content also serves to address their pain points. So here's another huge reason why we want to be creating content, and content that specifically will address their pain points. Content also helps you to build trust. It teaches your audience that you are reliable, consistent, and it positions you as a trusted advisor. Finally, your content helps to keep your audience engaged. It allows you to tell stories, share meaningful experiences, and introduce and connect your audience to the real human behind the brand. So if you want to reach all of those potential benefits of creating content, then having a strategic content marketing plan is essential. All right, let's dive into the tips for creating that content marketing plan. Tip number 1 is to start by clarifying your goals. I say this because it's so easy to get caught up in the fads and what's trending and what everyone else is doing, but you really want to start with clarifying your goals first. So what does that mean for you? What are you launching in your business? Do you have a new product launch, program, service offering? Think about what your goals are. Ask yourself, what are you hoping to accomplish with your content? Are you wanting to increase your brand awareness? Are you wanting to grow a certain audience on a social media platform? Do you want to grow your email list? Think about what those things are that you are hoping to accomplish with the content that you are creating. Your goals will impact the content you create, how often you're creating content, and also your call to action for each piece of content that you are creating. You've clarified your goals, so tip number 2 is to do your research. It can be very tempting to skip the research phase, but trust me, you want to spend some time researching so you'll know exactly what it is that your audience wants, what their needs are. Pay close attention to the questions and comments as your audience engages with you. Jot down notes as you're having consultations perhaps. Do some SEO keyword research or hire a pro to do that for you. By creating well-researched content, you increase the value of your content and the odds of your audience engaging with it. All right, all of my fellow visual learners, raise your hands. I see you over there. I see you out there. I'm a visual learner too. And tip number 3 is to use a content calendar to help you create your content marketing plan so that you can visually see everything. Trust me, it is super helpful to staying organized and seeing all of the moving parts, outlining weeks in detail. It's so helpful and I highly encourage it. A few videos back, I shared my favorite wall calendar with you. I'm gonna link that in the description box below, and I'll link that video at the end of this video too. You could also use a virtual calendar. There are social media app tools that you can also use to map out your content. You can also use a Google Doc or just a good old-fashioned piece of notebook paper, whatever it is, whatever your tool of choice is to help you map out your content calendar is essential. Planning your content with a calendar will help you to create content based on your annual, quarterly, and monthly goals. Planning your content with a calendar will help you to create content based on your annual, quarterly and monthly goals. For example, I used to create my content in 90-day chunks. I found that 30 to 45 days works a bit better for me. So figure out what your sweet spot is, get that content calendar out, and look at your goals and map out your content. The next tip is to plan your content. Are you starting to recognize a theme here centered around planning? Yes, and we want to set aside time on our calendar that is specifically for content creation. And there's flexibility in this. You also want to consider the season of life that you're in. Maybe for you, that's batching a week's worth of content. For someone else, it could be sitting down and batching 1 month at a time. At the end of the day, you want to choose whatever works for you. Put that on the calendar, stick to it, budget that time for it, and plan out your content. Creating content takes a little more time and research. However, there is another way that we can also share content, and that is through documenting. Last year, I started this YouTube channel, and documenting my days as an entrepreneur has been just as valuable as creating content for my blog. Documenting allows you to take your audience behind the scenes. You can share teaching moments, quick tips, resources, and so much more. My content plan for this year will include a combination of both documenting and content creation. If you want to learn more tips to grow your business, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.